Special thanks to Patreon supporter Jerick Barnes for making this video possible. Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared2 here bringing you another Minecraft Cold War vehicle tutorial. In this tutorial we'll be going ahead and building the Vault F-8 Crusader. The Vault F-8 is a single-engine supersonic carrier-based air superiority jet aircraft built by Vault for the United States Navy and Marine Corps, and also additionally for the French Navy. The first F-8 prototype was ready for flight in February of 1955, and the F-8 served principally in the Vietnam War. The Crusader was the last American fighter with guns as a primary weapon, earning it the title of the last of the gunfighters. The RF-8 Crusader was a photo reconnaissance development and operated longer in U.S. service than any of the fighter versions. RF-8s play a crucial role in the Cuban Missile Crisis, providing essential low-level photographs impossible to acquire by other means. U.S. Naval Reserve units continued to operate the RF-8s until 1987. The F-8 Crusader, definitely a very interesting aircraft. It was pretty much one of the primary fighters on an aircraft carrier for a pretty good amount of time before the F-14 started to kind of phase them out and kind of took over that role and all that stuff and became the iconic naval fighter. The F-8s definitely were pretty impactful. They provided obviously a aircraft surface that was used in Vietnam quite a bit, and was pretty much one of the main strike fighters really of the Navy for quite some time. Really interesting fighter. It's definitely very unique in the sense of how its front nose is definitely very iconic and very unique compared to other aircraft and stuff like that that are out there. Overall, really nice looking aircraft. I did do a tutorial for this a very long time ago, so this will be replacing that old design, thank God. The old version was absolutely horrible, so really happy to go back and finally give this a nice redesign and fix her up and make her look real nice. Before we go ahead and dive in and take a look at this aircraft, I just want to go ahead and give a special thanks to Patreon supporter Jerick Barnes for making this tutorial possible. If you guys are interested in supporting my channel more than you guys already do, feel free to check out my Patreon page. Link is down in the description where you can go ahead and pledge a small amount to the channel every month and earn a vehicle request of your choosing. Obviously, it's completely optional, but it definitely helps me out with the channel, and is a good way to earn a vehicle request of your choosing and all that stuff. So feel free to check out my Patreon page. Link is down, of course, in the description, as with all my tutorials. Really awesome aircraft. Let's go and take a look at it. So diving into it, my bad there, my phone going off and all that stuff. Going ahead and diving into it. We have obviously the front nose up here. Try to go with a traditional kind of naval camo scheme or color scheme, which is basically a gray aircraft. And using some pictures and stuff like that online, I have a specific version and stuff like that with a specific tailpiece and all that stuff, and obviously it can be modified to however you would like to have it. So we have the front up here. We have a kind of a shark mouth, or whatever you really want to call it, mount on, or basically drawn in the front here. Really love the look of it. I think it looks really good on this aircraft, especially if it's big intake here on the bottom. We then have the cockpit itself right there, pretty straightforward, nothing fancy with it. We got the side-mounted guns, which was the last basically jet aircraft to primarily have guns as its armament. Some markings here on the sides, U.S. kind of insignia on the side there they put on aircraft. Missiles here on the sides for basically air-to-air missiles, and then we also have bombs. So this was kind of like a multi-role, could fight and also drop bombs. So 2 in 1 there. Going ahead and moving our way toward the back, we have obviously Navy written on the side here. Is a Navy version of the aircraft itself. Some white flaps, and the stabilizers here, I think they were stabilators, one of the two. Color fully white here on the back. The tail and all that stuff, obviously you can change the colors if you want to, but this was kind of based off of certain F-8 Crusader squadrons, so that's what's going on there. And so pretty cool stuff. I think the aircraft came out really good. We also have a landed version as well, so you'll be able to have this thing landed in your air bases or carriers or whatever you guys got going on that you want to put this thing on. Anyways, that's pretty much an overview for the aircraft. Let's go ahead and move into the tutorial by beginning with our first layer. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our first layer, we'll be going ahead and starting with layer number 2. Now the reason why we're starting with layer 2 is because it makes stuff a little bit easier to add on. So layer 1's pretty simple. Layer 2 is a good start for us to kind of get a good grasp on the size and basically all that for the aircraft. So it's a good starting point, so that's where we'll be starting with, and we're going to drop down to layer 1 and then move our way back up to layer 3. Yeah, one thing also, if you are planning on building the landed version of the aircraft, we will be doing that at the end of the tutorial, so we're going to be building it as if it's in flight and then adding the landing gear onto it. So very important that you make sure that you build this layer 2 here, 2 blocks above the ground. So you can see here this black concrete representing the ground level, and these 2 blocks here representing the space needed before you start building this layer. So very important to make sure that's correct to build the landed version, or else your aircraft is going to be too high or too low and not look right at all on the ground. So make sure that that's correct. Let's go ahead and jump into it. So to go ahead and get started here, we're going to place down a block of concrete followed by a iron trapdoor toward the front. Also, one thing I almost forgot, if you're completely new to my tutorials, the way I like to structure these tutorials is I do half on camera, half off. What this means is we have basically this side of the aircraft already built. We're going to go and build the center line and then build the right side of the aircraft. You're going to copy the right side over to the left side before moving on to the next layer. Makes it a little bit easier for me doing the tutorial, and it's you know, the same thing on both sides. So whatever we do on one side of the aircraft, it's going to be on the other side. So that's you know, no point in really going over it twice. So yeah, let's jump into it. So starting off with, we have our center line here. We're going to start off by placing down a black block of concrete followed by an iron trapdoor toward the front. This is going to be our front intake here, located on the bottom of the aircraft right there. We're then going to place down a second black concrete block back, followed by a long row of white quartz blocks, going back a total of 26 blocks, like so, going back. We then want to place down a block of black concrete, and then another brick top slab coming off like this toward the rear. With that done, we're going to go back up to the front here. We're going to take quartz stairs. We're going to place down a quartz stair that's going to be coming off this iron trapdoor to the side here, just like this. We then want to place down a second quartz stair back from the stair like so, and then a quartz corner stair like this next to the second black concrete block. From this point here, we're going to go and grab ourselves a quartz full block and place down one more back from this quartz stair. We're then going to take, or sorry, my bad, it's actually going to be a quartz upside down stair, like that. So my bad. We're then going to take stone brick stairs and place down 1, 2, 3 stone brick upside down stairs, followed by a stone brick upside down corner stair. From this point here, we're going to go ahead and go to these 2 stone brick regular stairs here, place down 2 skeleton skulls like this, and then an end rod coming off the second skeleton skull like this toward the front, which are going to represent our first set of guns. With that done, we're going to go ahead and then take stone blocks and place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17 stone blocks back. We then want to place down a quartz upside down stair like so, and then 1 and 2 upside down stairs after it. So you have upside down corner stair, 2 regular stairs, followed by another brick upside down stair, and then another brick top slab like that to finish off the rear here, like so. With that all done, we're going to go ahead and then continue working our way out to the sides. We're going to go ahead and get into our missiles and bombs and all that stuff. That would be by the wings. So for this, we're going to go ahead and go back to our 4th stone block back from the front. We're going to go ahead and place down a placer block out to the side, followed by a stone brick top slab, and then going back from the stone brick top slab, we're going to go ahead and go 1 and 2 slabs back. So you have a row of 3 here, just like that. So again, this is the 4th stone block back from front. So take a look at it, you have something that looks just like this. With that done, we're going to go ahead and then place down a quartz upside down stair from off this stone brick top slab, and then we're going to place down a row of 2 of quartz top slabs going forward, followed by another brick upside down stair, and then we want to place down a wither skeleton skull on the front of the stair like that. When that's done there, we're going to take some dark oak wood fence gates. We're going to go to both sides of this another brick upside down stair. We're going to place down a fence gate like this, facing towards the stair, opened up like that, and same thing over here on this side. So just like that for the front of the missile there. And also we want to take a stone button and place down a stone button coming off the back of this quartz stair like so. From this point here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a zombie head, a yellow terracotta block, green terracotta, mossy cobblestone wall, and a wooden trap door. For this section here, we're going to go off this stone button, place down a yellow terracotta block to the side, followed by a zombie head forward, and then a green terracotta block back, a mossy cobblestone wall, and a wooden trapdoor. Close like that for the first bomb right here. After that's done, we want to go ahead and basically skip a space back like this, place down a yellow terracotta block and a zombie head. With that done, we're going to place down a green terracotta block back, mossy cobblestone wall, and a wooden trapdoor. Close behind it like that, and that'll be the sets there for your bombs, which will be connected up to the hard point a little bit later. Anyways, that right there is going to do it for layer number 2. With that, let's move down to layer number 1. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 1. So for layer 1 to go ahead and get started with, we're going to go ahead and go to the bottom here, and we're going to start off by going to the front, and on the bottom of this iron trapdoor, we're going to place down an iron trapdoor, and we're going to place down a long row of iron trapdoors, going all the way back here to this second quartz full block like this on the end here. In total, you're going to have a row of 27 iron trapdoors on the bottom of these blocks, going all the way down toward the rear. With that done, we're going to go to our stone blocks here, so first stone blocks to the sides, and we're also going to be placing down a row of iron trapdoors. And this is going to go ahead and go along the stone blocks all the way across the bottom there, just like that. So that's going to be a long row of iron trapdoors, in total 17 blocks long, all across those stone blocks on the sides there. Now for these fins here on the back, we're going to go and go to the last iron trapdoor here. On the back here, place down a quartz top slab, followed by a second quartz top slab. We then want to go ahead and place down a quartz stair facing this direction, like so, followed by a second stair coming off of it. This is going to turn into a corner stair, regular stair, another regular stair after it, and then a quartz top slab like that after it to wrap it all up. So you have basically this little fin here. That's going to be the same thing there on both sides. With that all done, that is going to do it for layer number 1. With that, let's move up to layer number 3. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 3. For layer 3 to start off with, we're going to go to the front here, and on top of this black wool block right here, so this first one right here, we're going to place down this top of this black concrete block, we're going to place down a black concrete block on top of it, followed by 1 and 2 more going forward. So you have a row of 3 here, and then an Arabic top slab with an iron or an end rod on the very end there for the tip of the nose, like so. Now from this point here, if you want to have interior for the cockpit, you can go and leave a 3 block space. Going back, if not, you can choose to fill it in with a row 3 of black concrete or something like that, just to kind of close the cockpit off from the outside, make it look a little bit more dark, and kind of actually, you know, basically be a little bit of a void into the aircraft, rather than just having stone there. But anyways, you can have a cockpit space there, or you can just choose to fill it in with some dark color blocks, whatever you choose. We then want to place down a long row of stone going back. This in total is going to be 22 blocks long going back like this, followed by a glowstone block, and then a orange stained glass block here on the end for the jet engine. With that all complete, we're going to go and start working our way out to the sides. For this, we're going to take cobblestone walls, place down 1 and 2 cobblestone walls on these 2 black concrete blocks after the narrow brick top slab. We then want to place down a stone brick upside down stair, followed by a second stone brick upside down stair directly after it. From this point here, we're going to take stone blocks, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, and 25 stone blocks back, followed by 2 blocks of concrete, and then a cobblestone wall here on the end. With that done, we're going to go and switch to narrow brick top slabs, starting out this last black concrete block here, and place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 narrow brick top slabs going forward. We're then going to go and start from the back here, place down a row of 4 quartz top slabs, followed by a row of 3. So something like this so far. We then want to go and place down a quartz top slab here, 1 back, 1 forward, so you have a row of 3 like this, a row of 2, and 1 out to the side there like that for the horizontal stabilizers across the back there like that. Alright guys, going ahead and continuing on, we're going to be going ahead and now moving to the outsides with the fuselage. So now that we got the fuselage done, so for this point right here, we're going to start off by going ahead and going above from the skeleton skull, placing down 1 right here, and then 1 more back like this, followed by an end rod coming off forward. It's going to look exactly like we did in the previous layer, just up 1 and back 1 like so. With that done, we're going to go back to this section right here, and from this point here, we're going to go from this stone brick corners, or the stone brick top side, we're going to go ahead and go up at an angle like this and place down a stone brick upside down stair, followed by a second one like that going forward. And it should be in line right here, and this right here should be on your, or should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It'll be on your 10th stone block here from the front there if you want to reference that as well. With that done, we're going to go ahead and put our missile in. So for this to start off with, we're going to place down a quartz upside down stair, followed by a row of 2 of quartz top slabs coming off that quartz upside down stair like this going forward. We're going to place down a narrow brick upside down stair like so, followed by a wither skeleton skull coming off of it going forward. Like we did before for the previous missile, we're going to place down a dark liquid fence key like this on the inside here, and on this side over here, we're going to go and leave this open like so, just because we'll be placing down banners here in a little while. With that done, we're going to go and then move to our bombs and start work on that. So our missiles are done. Actually, one last thing, we're going to take a stone button and place down a stone button on the back of that quartz stair like so. And actually also, We want to grab ourselves a dark oak fence gate, and we're going to place down a dark oak fence gate here on top of this quartz upside down stair, and open it up toward the back of the aircraft like that. We then want to grab ourselves a wooden sign, and we're just going to place down a wooden sign on the fence gate like that for the missile. With that all done, we're going to move into our bombs now. So for this, very simply, we're going to go ahead and place down a cobblestone wall that is going to go ahead and go on top of this green stained clay, or yeah, green terracotta block here, like this, and same thing back here for this bomb on the rear. In between these cobblestone walls, we're going to place down 2 quartz upside down stairs on either side, and then a row of 2 quartz top slabs across in between them. With that all finished, we're going to go ahead and then grab ourselves a yellow terracotta block, a zombie head, some green terracotta, a mossy cobblestone wall, and a wooden trap door. With that done, we're going to place down a green terracotta block coming off this cobblestone wall, followed by a yellow terracotta block forward, a zombie head forward, and then going back, mossy cobblestone wall, and wooden trap door closed like that to make our bombs. And we're going to go and do the same thing back here. Green terracotta block coming off the cobblestone wall, yellow terracotta block forward, a mossy cobblestone wall backwards, and then a wooden trap door like that on the end there. And then a zombie head came off that yellow terracotta block toward the front there for the bombs. With that done, that's going to wrap up layer number 2 for the, or sorry, layer number 3 for the build. And with that, let's go and move on to our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, so going ahead and continuing on, we are going to actually be doing the banners for layer number 3. As you can see here on the aircraft here, so we have the shark painted mouth up on front here, and we also have the kind of US kind of Air Force, or just kind of US aircraft kind of logo there on the side of the fuselage. So we're going to be doing both those in banners, and I'll be showing you guys how. So to go ahead and get started, we need a crafting table, and we're going to be starting off with our shark mouth here up in the front. Now for us to go ahead and get started here, we're going to go ahead and place down a crafting table. We're going to go into the crafting table, and we're going to go and place down a black banner in the crafting table like so. We're going to place down a row of rose red dye across the top, and we're going to place down a row of rose red across the bottom. So you have something that looks just like this. Alright, so once we have a banner that looks just like this, we're going to be going ahead and then going back into our crafting table, placing down our banner, and we're going to put it in the bottom corner here, and we want to go ahead and take bone meal, and we're going to place down a kind of upward kind of arrow like this, which is going to create the little spiked looking like teeth up on top, and we're going to go do the same thing, but this time on the bottom. So just like this, and, or my bad, it's actually going to be, this goes down, these go up, and you have the teeth on the bottom here. So basically you should get something that looks just like this for the banner here, and we're going to be going ahead and taking these banners, and we're going to be placing down 2, one on this cobblestone wall right here, and one on this stone brick stair. Now for this point here, we're going to take this banner, we're going to go back into the crafting table, put it back in, and in the top left hand corner, or sorry, top right hand corner, we're going to place down a light gray dye piece. We're going to go ahead and grab the banner, do the same thing here on the bottom, so just like this, and then you have basically the end of it, or the end of the jaw, kind of like right there. Now we then want to go and take another one of these banners, and we're going to go do the same thing over here to this side, except we're going to go ahead and basically do the opposite. So we're going to flip this. So we're going to go and take our die, and we're going to be putting it over here onto the left side now. So we get a banner like this, and we get that. And you're going to take this, and you're going to be placing this down over here on the right side, like so, for the mouth. And you have your shark mouth done on both sides of the aircraft. And then from this point here, we're going to go and move into doing our banners, which will be for the US kind of aircraft insignia there on the side. Alright, so going ahead and moving into doing this insignia. Now, the insignia for this aircraft is going to be lower over here on the left side than it is on the right side. And the main reason because of that is because over here on the left side, we have this little fuel pod that pops out that is different on both sides of the aircraft here. So for these banners here, we're going to go ahead and place down a crafting table right here. We're going to go ahead and go into the crafting table, take a blue banner, place it down just like this, and we're going to place down a light gray dye piece up here in the top right. And we're going to go ahead and do the same thing, but down here in the bottom right. And we'll get something that looks just like this, and this will be the first banner here we'll be working with. We're going to go ahead and grab ourselves another blue banner, and we're going to go ahead and basically do the same thing, but we're going to do it the opposite direction. So this time we're going to go to the left side here, and same thing on the bottom, and we get a banner that looks just like that. With that all wrapped up there, we can go ahead and continue on. So for the little stripes here on the side, it's really simple. we just want to go ahead and grab ourselves a white banner. So again, go into our creative menu. We're going to grab ourselves a white banner. We're going to place it down in our crafting table. We're going to do a rose red line across the middle here. And up on the tops here, we're going to do a row of light gray dye. And same thing down here on the bottom, like that, to go ahead and create this stripe. You're going to go take this design here with the stripes, and you want to go ahead and just go to the side of the fuselage here. And it's going to be over here on the left side only. We're going to place down the white banner, or the banner here with the red stripe. The two banners here making the Randall, and then we have another banner located right there. And this is going to go right after this skeleton skull right here on these 4 stone blocks between the stone brick top 7 skeleton skull. And over here on the right side, we'll be going ahead and putting it over here on the right side in the next layer. So make sure you hold on to these banners, don't get rid of them, as you will be needing them here in the future. Anyways, that right there is going to complete layer number 3 in its entirety, all the banners, everything like that done, and we are going to go and move on to our next layer, layer number 4. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 4. For layer 4 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to place down a iron trapdoor on top of this nether brick top slab, and we then want to place down a nether brick slab, followed by another brick stair back from it. Behind the nether brick stair, we're going to place down a black concrete block, followed by 3 light gray stained glass full blocks like this for the cockpit. With that done, we're going to then take our stone blocks. We're going to be placing down a long row of stone, which in total is going to be a row of 23 blocks. We then want to place down 2 blocks of concrete, 2 blocks of black concrete, sorry, and then another brick slab, just like this on the end here. With that done, we're going to go back up to the front of the aircraft and start working our way out to the side. We're going to go to the second cobblestone wall here and place down a wither skeleton skull at about a 30-degree angle, so something kind of like that. From that point there, we're going to then place down a nether brick slab back, followed by a row of 2 of nether brick slabs back from this nether brick stair. We then want to take our stone blocks. We're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24 stone blocks back, followed by another brick stair, and then another brick slab like that to go and wrap that up. With that all finished, we can go ahead and start working our way out to the side. Now over here on the left side, we do have something a little bit different. That is going to go over here on the left side. So for this, we're going to be going ahead and going to the 4th stone block back from this nether brick slab. We're going to place down a stone brick top slab, followed by 2 stone blocks, a stone brick upside down stair, and a stone brick top slab. And this is going to be only over here on the left side. Over here on the right side, it's a bit different. Over here on the right side, remember I told you to hold on to these banners. We're going to be going ahead and grabbing them again and use them for this section here. Now for this section, we're going to go to this stone block right here, so it's going to be the 5th stone block back. We're going to place down the banner right here with the red line, the banner like this to the side, the second blue banner, and then our other line like that to make the insignia over here on this side. And it is raised up 1 compared to this side, but that's just mainly to make sure I could actually make it fit, because obviously having the banners sit on these blocks here would not look right at all. So that's what we're doing there. From this point here, we're going to go and then grab ourselves a redstone repeater. We're going to place it down on top of this nether brick upside down stair, and make sure the repeater notches are facing toward the front there. You're going to have them look something just like that, closed together like so. We then want to place down a iron trapdoor on the back of this, or on top of this quartz stair, and then a wooden sign come off the side of the iron trapdoor like that. When that's all done, we're going to go and then place down a iron trapdoor on top of this cobblestone wall, followed by 1 iron trapdoor forward. We then want to grab ourselves a quartz stair, place down a quartz stair, and then we're going to take cobblestone walls and place down 1, 2, and 3 cobblestone walls back, followed by another quartz stair, and then an iron trapdoor come off that quartz stair like so for the hard point right here for the bombs to attach to. From this point here, we're going to go ahead and then place down a iron trapdoor come off the side of this cobblestone wall, and make sure it's on the top portion of the wall and not down here like this. You want to make sure it's okay on the top portion of the block like that. We're going to place down 1 more iron trapdoor coming off of it, followed by 1 iron trapdoor going toward the back and 1 toward the front to create a row of 3. We then want to place down iron trapdoor coming off this 1 toward the front, followed by 1, 2, and 3 more back. So you have a row of 4, or sorry, my bad, it's going to be another row of 3, just coming off that row of 3 like that to the side. And then going off the center iron trapdoor, we'll place down 1 more out to the side like so. From this point here, going back from this iron trapdoor, we're going to place down a stone brick top slab, followed by a quartz top slab after that. We then want to go ahead and go off the iron trapdoor, placing down a stone brick top slab, followed by 1, 2, and 3 back like that to go and create a row of 4. When that's done there, we're going to go ahead and go to the second stone brick top slab, place down 1 on the side, and 1 and 2 stone brick top slabs back to create a row of 3. After that's done, we're just going to take our nether brick slabs, place down one into nether brick top slabs like that on the sides there for the tips of your wings. And you're going to obviously take this what we did over here on this side and flip it over to the other side. Before we can go ahead and dive into the next layer, we do have these banners here on the back. Now I'm not going to be diving into how to actually make these banners, as there's a tutorial that explains it pretty clear, and it's pretty easy, and you can also write marines or whatever you really want on the side of this aircraft, so it gives you a little bit more variety in which you can do on the side here. But the banners, will be linking a tutorial down in the description. I'll also show you the numbers, so you can go ahead and number the aircraft, so you can have basically have a full flight of these and have them all different unit numbers and stuff like that. So I'll be linking those tutorials down in the description, so be sure to refer to those on how to make these banners. But they're pretty simple in placement. They're just going to be going ahead and going after this nether brick slab here, basically the fourth stone block from the end here, and you're just going to go ahead and have a row of 4 of them like this, spun out Navy, obviously N-A-V-Y, and over here on this side it's flipped, so it's N-A-V-Y. So pretty simple, pretty straightforward, and just go ahead and make those banners using the link in the description, and then obviously come back to the tutorial and we can go ahead and basically resume. But make those numbers there, or letters, and then also if you want to go ahead and put numbers on the aircraft, that's also a thing you can do. And you can basically use these 2 blocks of space, so right after or right before the insignia here, you can place down a 2-digit number here. Unfortunately this side we don't really have room for it, so you can see that's why we did a 1-digit number. But you can see that over here on this side, you can put a 1-digit number if you want, or figure something out around it. Just unfortunately with the structure of the aircraft, we don't have much room to really work with. So that's the position of the number there, and over here on the side you do have room for more. But if you just want to do a 1-digit number, we'll just move it to that position right there. Anyways, that's it for covering that. Let's go and dive into covering how to do these banners right here with the little triangles there located up in the front. Alright, so for these triangle banners, they're really simple to do. We're just going to be going ahead and placing down a crafting table, obviously, and going into the crafting table with a light gray banner. Now for this, we're going to go ahead and take our rose red, do a row of dye across the top there like this. We then want to go ahead and put our banner back in the crafting table and do a diagonal line all the way across like so. And we're going to go do the same thing, just flipped. So going to this side like so across. So basically you get this triangle here with these little marks here in the sides there. So we're going to go take these and we're just going to be placing down these 2 banners here on these 2 stone blocks. And that's going to be the same thing there on both sides like that. So pretty simple and straightforward there. Anyways, that right there is going to complete layer number 4. With that, let's move on to layer number 5. Alright guys, moving on to our next layer, we have layer number 5. For layer 5 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be going ahead and placing down a nether brick slab on top of this first light gray stained glass full block. Coming off that slab toward the front, we're going to place down a wither skeleton skull, followed by a wooden sign on both sides of this nether brick slab. Going back from the nether brick slab, we're going to place down a row of what is going to be 3 light gray stained glass full blocks, and taking light gray stained glass panes, we can go to the sides and place down 3 light gray stained glass panes. Going back from those light gray stained glass full blocks, we're going to place down a long row of stone, going back in total 19 blocks back. We're then going to place down a row of 3 of the coal ores, followed by a block of coal, like this on the very end, like so. And on both sides of this block of coal, we're going to be placing down a wooden button on both sides, like that. With that done, we're going to go ahead and go back up to the front here. We're going to take stone blocks, place down a row of 1, 2, and 3, going back from those light gray stained glass panes. We're then going to place down a stone brick stair like this, followed by 1, 2, and 3 regular stairs coming off of it. This is going to turn into a corner stair, and then we have 3 regular stairs, and then another corner stair coming off that stair like that. Going back from the stair here, we're going to take our stone blocks, place down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 stone blocks like this, going back. A stone brick stair like this, 1 stone brick stair coming off it, so corner stair, regular stair, and then there's stone brick stair like that. We then want to place down a daylight sensor, turn it to basically this right here, stone brick slab, and another daylight sensor like this, so you're going to turn it to the nighttime mode, so it has a more kind of metallic or grayer appearance like so. With that all done, we're going to go ahead and go and focus in real quick on our right side here. So, or sorry, the left side of the aircraft. So on this left side here, we want to go and place down a iron trapdoor on top of this stone brick top slab, followed by 3 stone brick slabs back from the iron trapdoor, and then another iron trapdoor on the rear here like that. From that point there, we're going to go ahead and then place down a stone brick slab coming off this corner stair like so. Going back from the stone brick slab, we're going to place down a row of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 stone blocks back, and then a quartz slab like so. We then want to place down a stone brick stair that's coming off the side of this stone block, so stone brick stair like this. Going back from the stone brick stair, we want to place down a row of what is going to be, or sorry, my bad, it's actually going to be a stone slab here, followed by a row of 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone blocks back, a stone brick slab, and then a quartz slab, like so. From this point here, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick stair, come off this stone block, stone brick slab, and then going back from the stone brick stair, we're going to go do a row of 1 and 2 stone blocks like this back, followed by 2 stone brick slabs, and then a quartz slab like that to go ahead and wrap that up. Again, going out to the side here, come off the stone brick slab, we're going to place down a stone brick stair, followed by a stone brick corner stair. So we have a stone brick stair like this, and then a stone brick corner stair, and then 1 and 2 stone brick slabs back, and then a quartz slab, or sorry, my bad, another stone brick slab back, and then a quartz slab back like that. Once that's done, we're going to go to our stone brick stair here, coming off of it, a stone brick slab, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, and 4 stone brick slabs back, and then a quartz slab like that. Again, going up to the front here, we're going to go to the second stone brick slab back, there's stone brick slab out to the side, 1, 2, and 3 back, and then a quartz slab like so. Again, going out to the sides, we're going to go and continue working our way back at an angle here. We're going to place down a stone brick slab here on top of this iron trapdoor. Place down 2 more stone brick slabs back, so you have a row of 3, and then a quartz slab like that on the end there. We then want to go ahead and go to this iron trapdoor here, stone brick slab on top of it, 1 more stone brick slab back like this, and from this point here we're going to grab ourselves some iron trapdoors, and we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 around the tip there of the wing. And with that all done, you'll have your wings done. You'll take the same thing we did over here on the right side, flip it over to the left side, and you'll have your wings all set up and ready to go. With that, that's going to complete layer number 5. Let's go ahead and move on to layer number 6. Alright guys, moving into our next layer, we have layer number 6. For layer 6 to go ahead and get started with here, we're going to be placing down another brick slab on top of your second light gray stained glass full block here for the cockpit. We're then going to place down a secondary brick slab back, followed by 2 stone brick slabs back after that. We then want to take iron trapdoors, place down a row of 5 of iron trapdoors back from the stone brick slab. We then want to take our snow, and we're going to be using snow to kind of create a sloped angle here. So for this, we're going to go and place down 1, 2, and 3 pieces of snow kind of stacked on each other to kind of create this little slow, gradual, basically back here, or spine of the aircraft. We then want to place down 3 stone brick slabs back, and again, another stack of 3 snow. We're then going to do a stack of 2 snow, an iron trapdoor, another stack of 2 snow, 2 stone brick slabs, a row of 5 stone blocks, a black concrete block here on the back here, and then a wooden button here on both ends. Now this tail right here, using the vertical stave, or the rudder, we're basically highlighting it in a black color to kind of match a color scheme or just a squadron for this aircraft. You can change it, you can use quartz, whatever you really want on the back here to kind of, make it however you want. But this is kind of more specific to a different, or a certain squadron that flew the F-8, or the F-8, so if you want to change it up, obviously feel free to do so. Anyways, once that's done, we're going to be going ahead and branching off to the sides and adding on a little bit. So for this, we're going to go ahead and start off by going to the first stone brick slab here, place an iron trapdoor on the side, followed by 1, 2, 3, and 4 iron trapdoors back, create a row of 5. We're then going to go ahead and go to the center 3 iron trapdoors and place another row 3 of iron trapdoors coming off of it to the sides like so to create the back, or the top there like so. And with that, that is going to wrap up layer number 6. Let's go ahead and move into our final layers, which are going to be layers 7, 8, 9, and 10. So with that, let's move into our last final layers. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our last final layers, we actually have layers 7 through 11. So for this section, we're going to go and dive into it. We're going to go ahead and start on the back here. We're going to go to the second stone block here and place down a stone brick stair on top of it, followed by a row of 1, 2, and 3 stone blocks back, a block of concrete with a stone button on both sides, and then another brick upside down stair coming out that block of concrete. After that's done, we do want to go ahead and make some banners here, so you can choose whatever banners you want. You can do anything you really want, any letters. If you want to do your initials, you want to do whatever. But yeah, we have the initials here on the tail. So for this, very simply, we're going to place down 2 letters right here on both sides, and of course they can be whatever you guys would like them to be, and you can refer to that tutorial again, linked down in the description. From this point here, we're going to then place down a stone brick stair on top of this stone block, followed by a row of 1, 2, and 3 stone blocks back, a black concrete block, and a stone button on both sides of this black concrete block. After that, going ahead and going on top of this stone block here, we're going to place down a birch wood stair. And of course, you can change this also to whatever color you want. So if you want to do red, you can do brick stair, you can do whatever you want. But we're going to be going ahead and just doing it yellow. Going back to this birchwood stair, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 yellow concrete blocks with 2 stone buttons on the sides here, these first yellow blocks like this. We're then going to place down a stone brick stair on top of this yellow block like this, and then we're going to place down a row of 2 of stone blocks back from the stone brick stair, and then a iron trapdoor on top of the stone block, just like that for the tail there. And with that all done, that is going to pretty much complete the in-flight version of the F-8 Crusader. From this point here, we're going to go ahead and move down the tutorial to the landed version, so you guys will be able to have this landed as well. But for the in-flight version, that's pretty much everything, and you're good to go. With that, let's go ahead and move into our final part of the tutorial, which will be going ahead and covering how to do the landed version. Alright guys, so going ahead and moving into our landing gear. To go ahead and get started, we'll be going ahead and doing the front landing gear located up here, obviously in the nose of the aircraft. So for us to go ahead and get started here, we'll be going ahead and go into the bottom section here, and we're going to be going ahead and go into this stone brick corner stair. Now we're going to go ahead and break the iron trapdoor that's on the bottom, kind of in line with this corner stair, and we're also going to break the quartz block above it. Now from this point here, we're going to go ahead and break a total of 3 more spaces back, so 1, 2, and 3, and that includes the iron trapdoor and quartz block located up in here in this section. To fill the space in, we're going to go ahead and place down a row of 1, 2, and 3 quartz top slabs. We then want to go ahead and switch to a quartz stair, and we're going to place down a quartz upside down stair like this. And actually you need it facing this direction like so, so you don't have the stairs changing direction. Now going down from this stair up here, we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick upside down stair. So just like this, a wooden sign on both sides of the stair like so. We then want to go ahead and place down a lever on the back of the stair, facing downward like this, and we can go ahead and also break these iron trapdoors here on the sides that are basically in line with our cutout section right here. And then we're going to take a block of coal, which we'll just go ahead and grab from our creative menu, located somewhere right here. We're going to place down a block of coal underneath the lever, stone button on both sides, a item frame on both sides, and then a light gray stained glass paint in the item frame like that to go make the rims of the wheel and something that looks just like that for it. With that all finished, we're going to go ahead and go back and grab ourselves some quartz slabs, and coming off these iron trapdoors, we're going to place down 1, 2, and 3 quartz top slabs forward, and same thing over here, 1, 2, and 3. And that right there will do it for the front landing gear, and let's go ahead and move on to the rear landing gear. Alright guys, going ahead and moving into our rear landing gear. We're going to be going ahead and starting off with obviously going ahead and go to the back. We're only going to do the right side as it's the same on both sides. You can just take what we do over here on the right side, flip it over to the left side, and you'll be good to go. But anyways, for the section we're going to start out, we're going to go ahead and go to the section of stone blocks here right before this quartz top slab, this little fin that sticks down right here, and we're going to basically break this section out. So breaking the iron trapdoors and 2 stone blocks up like so. Same thing right here, just like this, going all the way down here like that. Now this middle section here, you should already have these quartz full blocks in place, so if these are already in place, you're pretty much good to go, and you can just go ahead and basically build off of this. Now what we want to do from this point here is we're going to go ahead and place down 1 and 2 quartz stairs toward the back. We're going to leave a space right here, and we're going to place down a quartz full block here in the middle of the aircraft like that. And then we want to place down 1 and 2 stone block, or sorry, 1 quartz stair forward, and this is actually supposed to be 1 less, so we're going to shrink this down here, bring this back by 1. So we have basically a 2x4 space here kind of cut out on the side of the fuselage with the stairs and stuff like that in place. Now from this point here, we're going to go ahead and grab ourselves a cobblestone wall. So we have one right here we can grab. We're going to place it down, coming down off this quartz block where this quartz space is left open here. And we're going to go ahead and in this space right here, place down an anvil on top of that cobblestone wall there. From this right here, we're going to go ahead and then grab ourselves a stone brick slab. We're going to place down a stone brick half slab next to this stair, or next to this cobblestone wall, like so, going toward the back. And we want to go ahead and have this come down, placing down a top slab, and this is going to lead into a cobblestone wall, just like this right here in this section. And on both sides, or on the one side of the cobblestone wall facing toward the front, we're going to place down a wooden sign like this. And on the back side of the cobblestone wall, we're going to place down a skeleton skull. We then want to place down a skeleton skull right up here in this section here, just like this, connected up. And we want to go ahead and then grab ourselves a end rod, and we're going to have an end rod going in between them. Right here, coming off this skeleton skull, or actually my bad, coming off this skeleton skull, like this, for a joint there for the landing gear. We also want to go ahead and grab ourselves some stone brick slabs, and we're going to go ahead and place down a stone brick slab on top of this cobblestone wall, and have these go up at an angle as well. So we're going to go up like this, and they can't really connect up just due to the inside here. So it should look something like this, and that'll be obviously done on both sides there. Now for this point here, we want to go ahead and then grab ourselves some stone brick stairs, and we're placing down a row of stone brick upside down stairs above these blocks. So the best way to do this is just to have a block kind of come off to the side here, and we're going to go ahead and basically do upside down stairs along the way here. It's a little bit tricky to do. Involves, you know, slowly moving and putting down your upside down stairs. So you have a row of 4 of upside down stairs across this space right here, and you're going to take banners that are split in half. So you have the top half gray and the bottom half white. Pretty self-explanatory on how to make that, and you're going to be placing these down on the top here, or on the back here of these stairs like so. Last thing to do to go ahead and finish off this wheel is we're going to take an iron trapdoor. We're going to place down an iron trapdoor on the bottom of this cobblestone wall, like that. And we then want to go ahead and place down a narrow brick upside down stair, coming off of it, stair on top of it, stair behind this stair, like that, to go and make this round wheel right here on the back. And once you have that done, you have your landing gear complete. You're going to take the same design and flip it over to the other side, and you'll have both landing gear complete for the rear here, and you'll have the landed version of the aircraft all done and ready to go. Anyways, that right there, guys, is going to do it for my tutorial for the F-8 Crusader. Hopefully you guys do enjoy this build and are able to put it to good use. If you do end up using this build, I do ask you guys to give me proper credit for it. This may link beside the build to link to my channel or this video if this does create any social media sites, so just be sure to give proper credit for the build. That's all I ask for doing these tutorials. It helps my channel grow, and it continues to keep me inspired to keep on posting these types of videos. So as long as you guys give me credit for it, you're free to use it for projects you guys are working on. And that, thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Again, big special thanks to Jerick Barnes for making this tutorial possible, and feel free to check my Patreon page. Again, link is down in the description. Anyways, guys, thank you guys all so much for watching. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Garrett2x4, and I'll see you guys next time.